Hello students, welcome back to Organic Chemworks YouTube channel. Today I have picked these two examples from a reference book for NEET by MS Chouhan. Both these questions are very interesting, so let's get started. How many different Grignard reagents may react with alcohol excluding stereoisomer to give N-butane? So how to write the given reaction? So this is basically a retro reaction. That means what? You already know the product, that is N-butane. So let's write down N-butane. We know that it is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. There are 4 carbons in the longest chain. This is the product. Now, what are the reactants? The reactants are Grignard reagent. How do we write the Grignard reagent? We usually represent it as RMgX, and it reacts with alcohol. It means what? It can be methanol, ethanol, propanol, whatever is the alcohol. So this is the product. So the question is, how many such Grignard reagents you can use so that you will get the N-butane? When a Grignard reagent like butyl magnesium chloride, say to be precise, it's N-butyl magnesium chloride. You take any alcohol, doesn't matter, methanol, ethanol, whatever is the alcohol. So then what happens? We know that Grignard reagent is forming a nucleophile here, right? So this, either it acts as a nucleophile or it acts as a base. That means what? It abstracts the proton if it is available. So alcohols are acidic in nature. They provide the proton. That proton is picked up by the Grignard reagent. So what we are going to get here? We are going to get N-butane molecule. Of course, the byproduct is ROMgCl. That's byproduct. Now, instead of N-butyl magnesium chloride, right? So this is MgCl is at the first position. What if I use a Grignard reagent like this? The MgCl is at the second carbon. So still this will be minus and this will be plus. So whenever you are using an alcohol, it abstracts the proton. So you see that this will be partially negative, this will be partially positive. Hence it will pick up the proton and it's still going to form N-butane molecule. That means what? There are two such possibilities of Grignard reagent which will form N-butane. There is no other Grignard reagent which will form a N-butane molecule. Therefore, the right option here is option B, that is 2. So there are 2 Grignard reagents of this butane to react with alcohol to form the N-butane. Right? So now moving on to the 20th question. So for this question, we know that ethanol is reacting with tosyl chloride followed by lithium aluminium hydride and forming product P. What is product P? We need to predict. Before we solve this, let me explain what is tosyl chloride. Let's write down the structure of tosyl chloride. It's a combination of 2 molecules, then even the name, okay? First, sulfonyl chloride is this. Benzene sulfonyl chloride. This is benzene, this is sulfonyl, and this is chloride. We know that benzene with methyl group is toluene, right? So, toluene plus benzene sulfonyl chloride, it's nothing but the tosyl chloride. This is tosyl chloride. What is the speciality of tosyl chloride? The tosyl chloride, right? So the chlorine acts as a living group, right? Whenever a nucleophile attacks here, the chlorine will act as a nucleophile and it is going to form a molecule which in turn the tosyl group will leave the molecule. So it's also called as better leaving group. That is the function of it. So why we are using in this reaction? So let's get started with that. Alright, so let's rewrite the reaction. Without writing the reaction, you can't predict the product in these cases. Therefore, always make a habit of writing the reactions. Alright, so now let's take the reactant. What is this? It's a ethanol molecule. Okay, it's first reacting with tosyl chloride. What is tosyl chloride? So let's write the tosyl chloride. You can either write vertical, horizontal, doesn't matter. You should get the product properly. That is what is important. So now we know that oxygen has lone pair of electron, therefore it will attack the sulfur and chlorine will leave the molecule. This H and this will leave, and we are going to write that here minus HCl. So whenever you doing multiple choice questions, the byproducts we don't usually write them, right? Because the whole idea is to get the product quickly. You have to save some time here, right? So now we got this, right? What is the second step? Lithium aluminum hydride. Students, we know that lithium aluminum hydride is a reducing agent which provides hydride ions. The name itself suggests lithium aluminum hydride. So what is the function of this hydride? This hydride, the hydrogen with the negative charge, is called as hydride, isn't it? So it will attack the carbon so that the oxygen with this tosyl group will leave. So that is byproduct. So let's not worry about it. So you see that CH2 will become CH3. Therefore, this is a ethane molecule. So what is the purpose of using this tosyl chloride? Because OH is not a good leaving group. By attacking or by reacting with the tosyl chloride, it is forming a very good leaving group. When a hydride attacks here, this will leave the molecule easily. The reaction is faster, right? Therefore, the final product in this case, it is ethane, and that is given as option C. Therefore, the right option is C. Thank you for watching this video.